Just breathe. Remember, she's
and then
rolling
I drove
around
2 hours for groceries. Yes, with her hair. It was great.
Oh my gosh. I wanted to be Faith Hill so bad that for prom, that was when that album came out, I put in this terrible weave. It was like, which I've had a lot of bad weaves. This one really took the cake. It was like a full on like net kind of a thing, but I wanted to be Faith Hill so bad. I'll tell you who else I want to be. Alli Webb.
Who?
Hello.
Yes.
I'm so excited, you guys. We have the co-founder of Drybar and Squeeze, which is her new business venture, on the podcast today. As entrepreneurs, Erin and I are always curious and excited to talk to individuals who have done it and crushed it. I want to know.
She couldn't do just one thing. She had to do two. Why don't you leave the rest for us, Alli?
Give us a shot. Give peace a chance, Alli. So we'll talk to her. So I'm excited about that. But speaking of paycheck, I want Alli Webb's paycheck. I want any paycheck.
Well, I'm excited, and we talked earlier before we got on today. I'm excited or really interested to ask her how she adapted to the pandemic because, she is a salon, and so she was hit, I'm sure, the hardest.
Yep.
What has she changed? What has she learned? How did she learn to deal with her business? All that kind of stuff.
Yep, lots of good questions. I have a question. Why am I so red? Maybe it's the shirt. Look at us. We're very patriotic in our red and blue here.
We are. I did a deep conditioning mask the other day, and I was so excited about it because I don't have a weave-in, and I'm trying to get healthy.
That's all your own hair still?
Yeah.
You have a lot of hair.
But let me tell you what. Well,
you do.
I've got to go easy on myself or it's going to start to fall out. Breathe. So like I said, I put a deep conditioner mask in and I left it in all day. I was really excited because I made an effort for that. And then we were going out to dinner and I guess I didn't wash it out all the way. I washed the top track, but I guess I didn't really get up and in there. It is so greasy and nasty back here still.
You hit up the top track line. We call that a top wash in the biz because when you don't want to have to wash your whole weave, you just take this front part and wash it and give yourself.
I know well.
Remember how Erin and I used to send each other pictures when we would take our individual clip-ins out and have to dry them in the hotels and put them over the racks. It's always sexy. I was it might be in this bag. I was pulling out my extensions. I had to go do an interview with Ron Rivera and his wife, Stephanie. What a dream. It was incredible.
Yes.
You want to talk about those people that...
Did you see his golden retriever?
I wish. Tahoe, you mean?
Aww.
Tahoe was in Tahoe. Cute. I was looking for my extension. This was so classy of me. I'm sitting in his living room and I was pulling my individual extensions out. We welcome in now a New York Times bestselling author and co-founder of Drybar and now Squeeze. I'm excited to talk to you about all things business and life. Alli Webb, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Oh my gosh, I was saying before you jumped on, I'm so sorry. I needed to go to Drybar. This is pathetic that I have you on and my hair's in a ponytail. It's so embarrassing.
Well, luckily they're just starting to open again. It's, it's kind of a rough year.
Yeah.
But we're back. Yes, thank God.
Over 150 locations in 10 years because you opened up the Brentwood store back in 11 years, I guess, right? 2010. You guys
11.
Opened up that store. Is there a moment where you're driving down the road and you look over and you're like, oh, there's a Drybar. I started that. I would trip out because I saw one the other day and I knew that we were going to talk to you and I was thinking how cool that must be as an entrepreneur to watch an idea become an incredible movement that has solidified its place now.
Yeah. Yeah, it is so surreal. I remember being in New York City years ago and walking. I love to walk when I'm in New York and walking from a long ways in the city and probably passing 4 different Drybars and being like, holy shit, that's mine. It's my idea. It's yeah, it's we're neck and neck with Nordstrom's in terms of how many locations. It's Nordstrom, it's to me that, so yeah, I have moments like that, and then I have moments where it's it doesn't even enter my mind. And then there's other, it's Drybar has given me such a platform and has opened up so many doors for me personally to do other things that I want to do in other businesses and all this other stuff. So yeah, it's pretty surreal. If you were to ask my parents as a kid and growing up, I was such a I can't even believe this, but I was definitely a wallflower. My brother was always in trouble and I was always kind of sitting back and, my parents would be the first to say who would have ever thought, you know, it like took me a while to come into my own, and then to have done it in this, like, you know, such a, like on such a rocket ship has been, it's just crazy. Yeah. It's pretty overwhelming. Like, you know, what happened to my life in the last 11 years.
With all the locations that you have and who you are and who you've become, how much pressure is there for your hair not to look like shit?
There is pressure. I mean, literally,
I'm combing mine.
I don't think I had washed my hair. Like today's the first day I washed my hair in like 5 days. And I was like, I know I'm going to be on video, whether other people see it or not. I'm like, I can't. My hair was looking pretty heinous a couple hours ago. So I do feel a little bit of pressure. Although I don't really judge other people the way other people think I do. Because I'm also like, I don't like hair to be perfect. I'm like I like hair a little messy and not too perfect, which, you know, kind of goes against my brand. But
do you ever like secret shopper it? If I was you, I'd go into a Drybar and I would sit down as a client and I would like see what's happening. You know,
it's hard for me. If so many people have asked me that, and I would like to do that. And every once in a while, I'll walk in a shop and they won't know who I am.
Yeah.
Which honestly makes me more annoyed, because I'm like, you should know the history of this brand.
Right.
Yes.
Who I am. You know, and sometimes they don't. And I'm not in the stores anymore, and I'm not in the day-to-day business anymore. But it's like hard for me to go into a Drybar for the most part, because I'm very. It's like, you know, everything stands out to me where it wouldn't to you necessarily, but like I see all the things that are like not exactly the way I want them to be. And then especially going in, you know, post pandemic, when we just started opening them again, and we were like spacing out and like everyone's wearing masks and the thing. And I'm like, oh man, this is not, I mean, I know we have to do it and it's important, but it's like, this is not like it's bustling and busy and crowded, and that's like the beauty of it. So that's been a really hard adjustment. I mean, just like anything else that we've all had to adjust to. Mm-hmm. It's not exactly my baby the way it was, you know. So,
Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio.
For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.